We about to go into E3 right now. Alright, what's up? It's your boy HipHopGamer.
Yeah, what's up, man? It's your boy HipHopGamer. Alright, check this out, man. First of all, look at my Injustice shirt, man. This joint is fire, man. Shout out to my peoples over there. My man Ed Bone, you know, Derek, Hector, all my peoples, man. One love. Anyway, let's get down to business real quick. I haven't did like a vidical. That's what my video articles are. I haven't did a vidical in a while because I've been focusing on my shows, which is Super Nintendo versus Sega Genesis, HipHopGamer show, Judgment Day, you know, the game reviews and stuff like that, and shots fired. That's what I've been focusing on. But there's a lot of things going on with that, but I had to get back to my biblicals because I'm seeing too many things in the industry and not a lot of people are speaking out about it properly. So first off, I want to give a big shout out to Eurogamer. They covered this information dealing with the PlayStation 4, and they seem to have discovered that 4.5 gigs is actually going to be, no, it's up to 5.5 gigs that's supposed to be allocated for video games, and the rest is supposed to be used for the OS. Now, whether that's true or not, because officially it hasn't been confirmed until this question gets posed to Mark Cerny, whoever gets a chance to ask him first, because he's the lead architect. Like, when he says it and it's official, okay, it's official. But you know me, dog, I like to challenge things, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the sources that Eurogamer is speaking to, you know, that's great and all, but I have my own sources too. Y'all know how I get down. So I want to give a big shout out to Quantic Dream as well. Now, when we was at E3, you know what I'm saying? Well, put it like this: at February 20th, when the specs was announced that 8 gigs was going to be used for the system. Now, when this was announced, it came to as a shock. Now, listen, it came as a shock to roughly all the developers out there, mainly third party, not first party, because they didn't know it was supposed to be 8 gigs because the dev kits that they already had was limited to 4 gigs. So everybody thought it was 4 gigs that they was going to have to work with overall. So my thing is, if you have a machine and it's only 4 gigs that you have to work with overall, and that's what you're thinking, then that's what it is. Now, when 8 gigs was announced, they was very excited because now they're like, oh shoot, we could do a lot more now because such and such and such, etc. So now, what we are hearing is that at E3, when I did my interview, I'm gonna roll a clip of that actual interview. I'm gonna have it in, you know, in this video. So there's a clip that I want to show you guys where I did an interview with Quantic Dream about their tech demo, and this came from their mouth. Now, at this current time, this is E3, and at E3, everybody knew that Sony had 8 gigs to use for their machine, and supposedly it was 1 gig that was used for their OS, and you had 7 gigs to play around with. You know what I'm saying? So this is coming from the horse's mouth over at Quantic Dream. My man, I think it's I don't want to say his name wrong. But you'll see his name in the description below. So we're gonna roll this footage right now.
So can you elaborate on how the PS4 actually is able to create this type of scene? Like, what about it, whether it's the RAM or whatever, what about your engine and the power of PS4 that's going to bring this to life in a real game that you take home at retail? Like, seriously.
If you take our previous titles as an example, from the casting to beyond, we use the life cycle of the system to learn about it. So even though Heavy Rain and the casting looked amazing in 2006, it looks like not too good compared to Beyond now.
Yeah.
So to tell you how the PS4 is able to do what it does, I don't have that exact answer for you. I'm not a coder. Okay. But what we do is we learn about the engine, and we take advantage of every nook and cranny we can, and we just push it to the max. Right now, this tech demo I showed you today was only using half of the power that we have available for us.
All right, cool. So you saw that, right? So now he said half of the power that's available to us is used in that to make up that demo when I mentioned RAM and stuff like that. Now, if 8 gigs of RAM is what you have available to you, right, and you're using half, or if 7 gigs is available to you because 1 gig is for the OS, because at the time that's what it was, and this is what Sony said at that particular time. You feel me? So if half of that is used and stuff like that, and it's 7, then it's 3.5 gigs. So supposedly. Anyway, it's supposed to be more than what the story that Eurogamer just uncovered is supposed to be. And also the story with Eurogamer hasn't been officially confirmed yet. So right now it's still a rumor. So I just wanted to give you guys another insight as opposed to what we've been seeing storming the internet today. Alright? So I'm gonna start doing more vidicals. I got tons of stuff to talk about. I see all the news that's going on, and y'all know how I get down when I speak on things. You feel me? I get down to the bottom of it for real. Alright? So just to add to what this video is, I already done spoke to some devs myself. You feel me? And from what they saying, it's not, I can't drop names. You know I would love to drop names. Y'all know how I get down, but out of respect and stuff like that, from what I'm hearing, they have a lot of gigs to use to make games. Now, when they mean by a lot of gigs, I just said straight up, like how many gigs is used for the OS, how many gigs is used for developing games and stuff like that. What is available to you and stuff like that. And so, like on your dev kit, what does it say that you have available to you? Now, what's so crazy is it says 8 gigs. They have 8 gigs available to them. The way they use the 8 gigs is up to them. So meaning, like with the 8 gigs, I know you have some stuff that's for the background, for the operating system to run and do these other features and stuff. But depending on the type of game you make, you may not even need or need to use certain things. Like, you know what I'm saying, that the OS provides. So I think it's actually literally all up to the developer on how they want to use this system. You know what I'm saying? So to my knowledge right now, they have 8 gigs available to them to use and do whatever they want with. All right? So that seems more logical to me, and you know that's about it. And from what Sony said before, there's 1 gig that's, I guess, required or designated for the OS. So based off what Sony said, what I'm hearing from devs and what's out in the internet right now, as a confirmation from what I see, 7 gigs is used for the gaming portion, and you do whatever you want, and 1 gig is allocated for the US. I mean, for the OS. So just let y'all know, when Mark Cerny says different, that's when it's different. But at this point right now, I just had to challenge that article that Eurogamer put out. But shout out to Eurogamer too. Like, they doing some great work, you know, getting information. But you know what? I got my information too. So let's get it popping. Whoever's right, we'll find out soon. Hopefully at Gamescom, all of this stuff will be cleared up, I believe August 20th. Alright? So one love and God bless your boy HipHopGamer. Keep it gangster. You already know what time it is, man. Thanks for the support. Peace.